Hello, my beautiful soul tribe. I wanted to share some words of wisdom with you about love, self-love. Learn to love yourself. Love does not hurt you. And I'm going to repeat that again. Love does not hurt you. Ego does. Self-validation. Your ego is always seeking self-validation. Stop seeking what's outside of you and look within. If you're seeking validation from a loved one or anyone, you're basically putting that expectation on someone else. And if you're not getting the validation that you seek, you will blame it on the people that you love. And when you blame it on people that you love, you're going to start an argument with them. And you're going to say things like, I'm not pretty enough. I'm not happy enough. I'm not rich enough. I'm not fit enough. You fill in the blank, whatever it is that you're insecure about, that you're seeking validation for. I'm not funny enough. I'm not, it's hard for me to come up with things that I'm not because I don't say those things. I'm not confident enough, right? If you find yourself putting yourself down, saying, I'm not lucky enough, whatever the things that you say are that are negative and low, and you're cutting yourself down, whatever you're seeking in somebody else to validate, right? I'm not smart enough. I don't know if I said that, but you're going to say things along those lines if you're not getting the validation that you seek. So you're going to end up blaming it on people in your life, most likely your partner, or people that are very close to you, people that you love. And you're just going to start cutting yourself down, and you're going to say a lot of those mean things, and you're going to repeat it over and over and over again. And you won't feel happy. And you're going to feel like you're not worthy. And you may feel that you should be respected and recognized and loved. And you should. You should absolutely be respected, recognized, and loved, right? But it should be by you. It should be by you. Do stuff because you want to, okay? Don't do it because somebody else wants you to do it. Do stuff because you want to, not for love from another or for validation. You have to learn to love yourself. Again, you have to learn to love yourself. And you'll know by the things that you allow to happen to you in your life. For example, if you're in a relationship and the other person is constantly disrespecting you, that shows you, without looking at them, it shows you it's a manifestation of the result of you not loving yourself. Because a person who loves themselves would not subject themselves into a relationship that would disrespect them. When you're chasing around somebody that disrespects you and you're allowing them to disrespect you, that just shows that that's a lack of self-love within yourself. You stay with this person because you fear you can't do better. You're scared to leave, right? You're scared to leave because you're afraid to be alone, because you're afraid that you will never find love, and this is good as it gets. And that's not true. I'm going to tell you the secret, and it's so fucking simple, but so hard to do because of fear. Fear fear creates stillness, but not in a good way. It puts you in an energy where you're like on pause, and you don't know if you should go forward or should go back, or if you should go backwards. Fear is not easy to overcome. Fear is false evidence appearing real. Fear feels so real. And fear can create so many emotions. One of fear's symptoms is anxiety, and anxiety doesn't allow you to think clearly. Anxiety makes you freeze. You freeze up. That's the word I was looking for. You freeze up and you don't know what to do. And you're stagnant. And you sit in that fear, and then that fear festers. And then the darkness of fear becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. And you start to create more scenarios in your head of why you shouldn't leave or why you can't leave. And what you're doing is you're actually manifesting the situation that you're in, because manifestation, the secret to manifesting is a thought, words, and emotion, and seeing everything play out. We're creators. We create everything. We create our whole life. So fear is the worst recipe. It's the worst to use in your recipe for manifestation. That's why it's so important to find love within yourself, so that when you start manifesting, you can manifest with love and manifest all positivity in your life. And I know this sounds so simple, and it's really challenging, but with a little effort and awareness and effort, you'll be able to do it. If you want love from others, from other people, even from your partner or from a partner, maybe you're seeking a partner, or maybe you want strangers to respect you, or you want your family to love you and respect you. The only way that you're going to find love from others is by creating it, because you are the creator of the world that you live in. And if you want love from others, you have to learn to love yourself first. That is key. Love yourself first. Not in an egotistical way, as in, I am the greatest, I am the best, not like that, but in a way of gratitude, by being grateful for being alive, and by being grateful for all of the trials and errors and lessons that you've been put through in life, and everything that you've ever learned in life, and everything that you've ever dealt with in life, all of the bad, all of the sad, and all of the good. Be grateful for the simple things. Be grateful that you can walk. Be grateful that you're not lying in bed suffering, that this is not your last moments here on, earth. Be grateful that you can get up and get out of your house and go to a store and drive a car and walk around the store. Be grateful that you can even pay bills. Be grateful that you have bills. There's people that don't even have bills. And it's not because they're wealthy, it's because they're homeless. Be grateful. Be grateful for all the little things, all the little stuff. It's a journey to find yourself. It's a journey. I'm going to say it again. It's a journey. Journeys are long roads. Long roads. There's a lot to see. There's a lot to do on these journeys, right? And at each mile marker that you pull over on these journeys, you could just take a moment just to breathe and be grateful that you made it to this mile marker of your life. There's a lot of people that didn't even get to make it to my age, and I'm in my 40s. There's a lot of people that didn't even make it to their 20s. I mean, just be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for what you've learned. Be grateful that you can even feel. And if you have a broken heart, be grateful that your heart can still feel the pain from being emotionally broken. Because within that pain, it's teaching you something about yourself. And that's a blessing in disguise to help you level up and be a better person. So it's a journey to find yourself. But if you don't love yourself, you may not find your path. You may not find your path to walk because you're constantly worried about what others might think and say about you. It's important not to care what other people say or think about you, because your path is a solo, your journey is a solo journey. The path you're walking is meant for you, not them. The experiences that you're going to meet along the way, the challenges, the trials, the errors, they were written into your program for you, not for them. And the way that you get through them is personal for you, for your growth, not for them. So it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. Just love yourself and enjoy the process. Enjoy the journey. Self-love is important. Take time away from all those worries that you have and love yourself. Take an Epsom salt bath. Go get your hair done, your nails done. Go sit in nature. Go take a drive, around the neighborhood. If it's like a seasonal thing going on, like if it's Christmas time, take a drive around and look at the Christmas lights. If it's autumn season, go take a ride around, the neighborhood and look at the leaves and the colors. And if it's springtime, go take a walk in a park, a state park, and go look at the flowers as they're blooming. Or there's a lot of festivals that are about to start happening here in Rochester. They have something called the Lilac Festival. Get out into nature, experience the beauty of nature. Go bird watching, go sit down by the water. I don't know, do whatever makes you happy, whatever it is. Painting, if painting makes you happy, if dancing in your bedroom makes you happy, if doing yoga makes you happy, if laying in bed doing absolutely nothing at all and staring at the ceiling makes you happy, do it. Do what makes you happy. There's no judgment. If watching Netflix and binge watching 12 episodes of your favorite show makes you happy, then fucking do it. Do it. Do what makes you feel good. If that's the way you love yourself and that's the self-love you want to give yourself because it brings you joy, then do it. For me, I do probably all those things I mentioned, right? Even the binge watching. But one of my favorite things I like to do when it's warm out, I like to get outside into nature. Because 1, I like nature. 2, it's really, really good for you. It's good for your mind, body, and soul. It grounds you. We need to be grounded. We are so ungrounded, especially in life. We're being bombarded with all of these man-made frequencies. We're being bombarded with low negative news. We're being bombarded with social media, and lots of negative stuff is on social media. We're being bombarded with just shit situations in our life constantly, right? And sometimes we just got to decompress. We got to ground ourselves. We got to take off our rubber-soled shoes, get outside, and stand on the ground. Stand in the grass. Put your toes in the grass. It will help to discharge all of those positive ions out of your body, and you'll charge up with all the negative ions from Gaia. And it's very healing, and it brings down inflammation, and it makes you feel so good. And it kind of plugs you into everything around you if you can just sit there and breathe and connect. And you'll start to feel so much better. It might take you some time to learn how to do it. It doesn't happen overnight, especially if you're out of touch with nature. It might take you a few times to plug in before you're actually comfortable enough to sit still, to actually absorb the world around you, to take it all in, to feel the beauty. Nature is so healing. It helps you find yourself. The nature around you has a way of opening up your heart and your eyes. Sending you lots of love, Soul Tribe.